Good morning, students of standard 8. Welcome in day 14. As you know that in day 13 I have started to solve exercise question, and in that day I have solved all objective question. That means I have solved section A, B, C, D and E questions. Today I am going to start to solve section F. Okay, short answer question. So kindly request to all of you, please sit with pen, notebook and your science book and turn page number 199 and see page number 199 to 200. Okay, so let us see F, short answer question. Question 1. What effect does the electric current produce when it flows through a conducting solution? You know, when electric current is passes through the conducting solution, then chemical reaction take place. Okay, so you can say that here answer is the chemical effect does the electric current produce when it flows through a conducting solution. Okay. Question number 2. Why is chromium used for electroplating? Why the object which have chromium plating are not made of chromium itself? Okay. Answer is chromium is shiny in appearance. Okay. And it does not corrosive nature, so it is used for electroplating. This is the answer of first part, and the second part answer is the object which have chromium plating are not made of chromium itself because it cannot deposited on the shelf. Okay, that means chromium is not deposited on the shelf and chromium plate because they are slippery in nature, so they will not attach to itself. Okay, now let us see question number 3. See question number 3. Define conductors and insulators. Make a list of materials around you which can conduct electricity and which do not. Okay, this is too easy question, so I have mentioned here do itself, but I will explain here. Conductors, those materials which allow to pass electric current is called conductors, and insulators, those materials which do not allow to pass electric current through them are called insulators. Okay, then after you will make a list, make a chart. Right, left side you have to write here conductor, right side you have to write insulators. Okay, and then you will put 5 or 6 materials around us which we have they have conductors or insulator category. Okay, so you will do this question by yourself. Now question number 4. Differentiate between electrolytes and non-electrolytes. See answer. Electrolytes, that means the solution that conduct electricity is called electrolytes. Okay, the solutions that conduct electricity is called electrolytes. Non-electrolytes, the solutions that do not conduct electricity is called non-electrolytes. Okay, now let us see question number 5. Now students, see question number 5. Name 3 types of substances in which an electric current passed. Okay, answer is acids, bases and salt solution. These substances allow to electricity pass through them. Okay, now question number 6. State some of the characteristics of chemical change brought about by the chemical effect of current. I have discussed earlier the characteristics of chemical effect of currents are: number 1, formation of bubbles of a gas on the electrodes. I have told you that first condition is the bubbles should be formed on the electrode. Number 2, deposition of metal on electrodes, and second case is one metal is deposited on the other side metals. Okay, and the third is change in color of electrolyte, and third condition, the third change is the change of color of electrolytes must be happening. Okay, now let us see question number 7. Students, see question number 7. Why does an electric bulb glow when current passes through it? Students, you know electric bulb, the inner part of the electric bulb is made of tungsten, which is work on heating effect of current. That means when current passes through the conductor, then it resists to the flow of charge then it works and it convert that electricity into heat energy. Okay, you know, heat neither, sorry, energy neither be created nor be destroyed, but it transform one form to another form. So when electricity is passed through tungsten, then tungsten convert electricity energy into heat energy, then bulb will glow. Okay, so let us see the answer. The filament of electric bulb is made of tungsten, okay, which works on heating effect of electric current. Okay, the filament of electric bulb is made of tungsten which works on heating effect of electric current. Hence an electric bulb glow when current passes through it. Okay, students, I have solved all short answer question. Now it's time for long question answer. So let us see question number 1. Students, see long question answer. Okay, question number 1. What is electroplating? Explain 5 application of electroplating in everyday life. State one disadvantage of electroplating done in the factories. Okay, so see here, electroplating, I have told you that electroplating means the process of depositing a thin layer of metal to the surface of another metal is called electroplating. Okay, the process of depositing a thin layer of metal to surface of another metal is called electroplating. And students, I have discussed 8 application. That application means uses I have discussed in the video of day 12. Okay, 8 application. So you will write only 5 application from video of day 12. Okay, so you will write the answer by itself. And the last part of this question is state one disadvantage of electroplating done in the factories. There is only one disadvantages of that electroplating is it is very costly. Okay, it is not done by myself. Okay, myself, it is done by any companies which afford. Okay, so this is the disadvantage of electroplating. Electroplating process is very costly. Okay, now let us see question number 2. See question number 2. With an activity, explain the chemical effect of electric current and what is this process known as. Student, I have done this activity earlier classes. Okay, so you will watch video of day 6 once again. Okay, or you will see activity 5 page number 194. Okay, so you will copy this activity. And second part is what is this process known as. This process is known as chemical effect of electric current. Now question number 3. Explain the process of electrolysis with the help of an experiment. You will see the same video and you will copy the same activity. Okay, so see video of day 6 to do activity 5. Okay, now question number 4. Explain the process of electroplating with an activity and a level diagram. Student, you will see the video of day 11 in which I have discussed activity number 7. Okay, so you will see page number 196. Okay, students, today I have solved all short answer question and long answer question. Now it's time for your homework. Student, this is your homework for day 14. Okay, today I have solved all short answer question and long answer question. So today's homework is you will learn all the short answer and long question answer. So see here, learn all short and long questions of this chapter 14, chemical effect of electric current. Students, I have solved all the exercises question. So in next class, in day 15, I will solve some questions from science workbook. Okay, students, today's class is over. Thanks to all of you for watching me. Have a nice day.